Do you know what a happiness number is? It's the amount of money you need to afford the lifestyle you want, while not worrying about money ever again. But what if you're living in New York City and try to keep up with all your billionaire friends? Well, this can be a costly adventure to say the least. In this video, we show you what it means to live the New York City billionaire life and the price you have to pay to hang around with the top 1%. It might come as a surprise to you that only 5% of Americans are millionaires and 95% of them only have between $1 million and $5 million. But for a wealthy New York family, $5 million is just the tip of the iceberg. Their happiness number ranges anywhere from $100 million to $190 million according to an estimate by Town & Country magazine. They live in a pricey Fifth Avenue apartment with views of Central Park. Their kids visit expensive private schools, and they employ a handful of people to help them with their daily chores. On top of that, they take private jets, own a weekend home in the Hamptons, and lead a costly social life. Let's take a look at the most common expenses a New York City billionaire family has and how much you have to set aside for them. Number 1. Real estate. $42 million. Living large in New York City usually means an apartment facing Central Park. A Fifth Avenue apartment to be more specific. To catch one of these, you can calculate at least $20 million. Of course, you can't leave that 7+ bedroom apartment half empty, so the furniture will run you another $2 million. According to Mansion Global, it costs around 10 to 20% of the purchase price to finally furnish your average luxury home. With your apartment all set, you only need a weekend getaway to round up your portfolio. An adequate house in the Hamptons can easily cost you another $20 million. But the Hamptons offer a perfect mix of oceanside locale, rural atmosphere, and exclusivity, all within driving distance of New York City. Number 2. Staff. $200,000 annually. New York traffic can be annoying, and in order to get your family around, you need a personal driver. Whether it's bringing your kids to school or just dropping you off at your favorite restaurant. On top of that, you need at least one housekeeper at home and an optional chef, depending on your lifestyle and personal goals. Each one will cost you $200,000 per year, but the time you'll save to do other more important things is definitely worth the investment. Number 3. Education. $1.7 million per child. Talking about investments cannot go without talking about your kids' education. In 2017, Town & Country calculated that a non-expense spared education, including a private school and tutors, music lessons, sports, trips abroad, and a 4-year Ivy League tuition would cost you up to $1.7 million per child. That is a hefty bill, but at least it doesn't come all at once. Number 4. Art. $20 million and up. With all the big walls and space to fill in your apartment, you cannot just hang a Nickelback poster or rely on Pinterest for decoration tips. You need something appropriate, and what better way to spend your money than on art? Not only will it brighten your day and decorate your home, but it is also a great way to reduce your tax burden at a later stage. Abigail Asher of Guggenheim Asher Associates estimates the cost of a 7 or 8 piece collection to $20 million to $100 million a piece for the greats of the post-war, impressionist, or pop periods. But you can also save a lot of money by investing in younger, up-and-coming artists. Number 5. Philanthropy. $40,000 per year. As a full-grown member of the New York High Society, you also have to engage in certain philanthropic events and serve as a member on the board of an organization. A table at an annual charity event is around $15,000, and to sit on the board of a New York City museum will cost you another $25,000 per year. While it is important to give back and donate some money, these events are a great opportunity to socialize and cultivate your contacts. Number 6. Health and beauty. $150,000 annually. At this point, you might have guessed already that these appointments imply more expenses for you and your stressed billionaire wallet. After all, you don't want to appear in your beat-down Chucks or your washed-out NASCAR shirt from the 1993 season at a prestigious charity dinner. To maintain a certain standard in your wardrobe and your appearance, you have to spend around $150,000 per year for wardrobe, grooming, trainers, and cosmetic procedures. Up until now, we've only covered the basics. Of course, you have to set aside a decent amount of cash or assets for rainy days, And our calculation did not even feature expensive holiday trips around the world. How would you spend your money living in the Big Apple? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.